like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. I looked and saw a throne upon the air, a seat of vapor whiter than despair, a figure crowned with gold beyond compare, not beast enthroned on iron dread, but Son of Man in cloud instead. The sharpened sickle gleamed within his hand, a blade that every nation shall understand. No Roman steel, no Caesar's iron band. The harvest tool of heaven's King, the reaping that the end shall bring. No trumpet blast, no herald cry, just silence on the whitened sky. The cloud descends without a word, the sickle waiting to be heard. What like the Son of Man descends upon the cloud of judgment day? The golden crown that never ends, the sickle gleaming in the gray. No beast can claim this throne of light, no empire climbs the vapor stair. The reaper comes in robes of white, with harvest blade upon the air. One like the Son of Man descends upon the cloud of judgment day. The first three angels finished their command, the gospel flew to every distant land. Now silence grips the sea and grips the sand. The fourth great voice is yet to sound, but heaven's reaper wheels around. Not Caesar on a chariot of gold, not Herod on a throne of blood untold, but one whose kingdom never shall grow old. The Lamb upon the whitened height now comes with sickle, not with light. No trumpet blast, no herald cry, just silence on the whitened sky. The cloud descends without a word, the sickle waiting to be heard. One like the Son of Man descends upon the cloud of judgment day. The golden crown that never ends, the sickle gleaming in the gray. No beast can claim this throne of light, no empire climbs the vapor stair. The reaper comes in robes of white, with harvest blade upon the air. One like the Son of Man descends upon the cloud of judgment day. The broadcast of the beast shrieks final breath. The demiurge beholds approaching death. The forger's signal cracks and shattereth. No counterfeit can cloud the sky, where heaven's reaper draweth nigh. The same who bled upon the Roman tree now wears the crown that every eye shall see. The Lamb who died returns to set men free, or reap the choice that souls have made, the sickle or the bleeding blade. The cloud is white, the crown is gold, the sickle bright, the story told, no more delay, the harvest day. No trumpet blast, no herald cry, just silence on the whitened sky. The cloud descends without a word, the sickle waiting to be heard.
And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. An angel burst from out the temple door and cried to him upon the cloud that bore the sickle and the crown. Forevermore he did not whisper, did not wait, the harvest would no more abate. The voice resounded through the atmosphere, thrust in the sickle, for the time is here. The harvest of the earth has ripened clear, no more delay, no more reprieve. The grain is bending to the sheaf. The temple gates swing open wide, no soul can run, no soul can hide. The angels cry, the reaping blade, the fullness of the choice is made. Thrust in the sickle, the harvest is come, the earth is ripe beneath the blade. The first fruits gather to the sun, the ransom of the lamb is paid. The grain that trusted in the soil, the wheat that waited through the drought, now gathered free of earthly toil. The reaper leaves no stalk in doubt. Thrust in the sickle, the harvest is come, the earth is ripe beneath the blade. The grain are those who tune to heaven's sound, who walked by faith on the contested ground, who bore the seal and would not wear the wound of mark and beast and broadcast dread. The spirit sealed among the dead. They trusted manna when the beast said bye. They trusted life when every sense said die. They held the faith the senses would deny, and now the sickle swings to reap. The shepherd gathers in his sheep. The temple gates swing open wide, no soul can run, no soul can hide. The angels cry, the reaping blade, the fullness of the choice is made. Thrust in the sickle, the harvest is come, the earth is ripe beneath the blade. The first fruits gather to the sun, the ransom of the lamb is paid. The grain that trusted in the soil, the wheat that waited through the drought, now gathered free of earthly toil. The reaper leaves no stalk in doubt. Thrust in the sickle, the harvest is come, the earth is ripe beneath the blade. The blessed dead who died in the Lord's grace shall see the reaper's unrelenting face, and find no terror in that holy place for those who chose the blood and seal. final heel. Not wrath, but gathering, not fire, but home. The sickle swings and all the faithful come from every nation, tribe, and martyrdom. The barn of God shall be their rest, the harvest of the second blessed. The blade descends, the stalk gives way, the labor ends, the night to day. The grain is home beside the throne. The temple gates swing open wide. No soul can run, no soul can hide. The angels cry, the reaping blade. The fullness of the choice is made. Thrust in the sickle, the harvest is come. The earth is ripe beneath the blade. The first fruits gather to the sun. The ransom of the Lamb is paid. No beast can claw them from the hand that holds the sickle and the crown. They rest from labor in the land where no broadcast can.
And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. And another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire. A second angel from the temple strode, with sickle sharp and countenance of gold. Behind him walked the warden of the load. The angel of the altar flame, with power over fire came. From out the altar where the incense burned, where prayers of martyrs into glory turned, a different messenger this hour had earned. Not worship, not a song of praise, but fire to end the latter days. The altar angel lifts his voice, no more the time for human choice. The clusters black upon the vine, the grapes are heavy with the sign. The angel of the altar cries, thrust in the sickle, reap the vine. The grapes are ripe beneath the skies, the fullness of the beastly sign. No mercy in that voice is heard, no patience left to intercede. The vineyard of the mark is stirred, and every cluster bears the deed. The angel of the altar cries, thrust in the sickle, reap the vine. The grapes are those who chose the second tone, who tuned to lack and made the lie their own, who took the number etched in blood and bone. No man compelled their hands to brand, they chose the mark and chose the land. The broadcast ripened what the heart received, the damn I urge perfected who believe. The lack lie now shall not be unachieved. What souls accepted in the dark now ripens for the final mark. The altar angel lifts his voice, no more the time for human choice. The clusters black upon the vine, the grapes are heavy with the sign. The angel of the altar cries, thrust in the sickle, reap the vine. vine. The grapes are ripe beneath the skies, the fullness of the beastly sign. No mercy in that voice is heard, no patience left to intercede. The vineyard of the mark is stirred, and every cluster bears the deed. The angel of the altar cries, thrust in the sickle, reap the vine. Where the martyrs cried for grace, now speaks the word that seals the human race. The fire of prayer becomes the fire to chase the grapes into the waiting press, the final fruit of wickedness. From Cain's first vineyard to the beast's last vine, the lack lie ripe in murder into wine, and now the clusters hang in final line. No more the vintner shall pretend, the harvest brings the bitter end. The altar fire burns cold and bright, the vintage dire, the grapes of night. No prayer remains to stay the blade. The altar angel lifts his voice, no more the time for human choice. The clusters black upon the vine, the grapes are heavy with the sign. The angel of the altar cries, thrust in the sickle, reap the vine. The grapes are ripe beneath the skies, the fullness of the beastly sign. The fire that burned beneath the prayers now burns to gather what was sown. The incense of the martyrs bears no more petition for the throne. No mercy in that voice is heard, no patience left. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles. The sickle swung and every cluster fell, from every nation drunk on lack-lie's spell. The demiurge beheld his final hell, the broadcast snapped, the signal died. The grapes were cast, the vat was wide. The winepress yawned like mouth of open grave, no hand to save, no God the beast forgave. The vintage of the mark, the branded slave, was thrown into the waiting stone, trodden by the Lord alone. No angel treads this single press, the Son of Man in righteousness. No common foot, no borrowed heel, the winepress of the wrath is real. The winepress of the wrath of God is trodden by the Lamb alone. The grapes of wrath on iron shod, the clusters of the mark are thrown. Outside the city, past the gate, beyond the garden's final wall. The choice that souls made in their hate now presses into blood their fall. The winepress of the wrath of God is trodden by the Lamb alone. The same feet pierced upon the Roman wood now trample what the broadcast understood. The vintage of the lie, the lack, the blood. The lamb who bled now makes to bleed. The harvest of the serpent's seed. No Dionysius pagan frenzy stains this wine. No pagan revel, no ecstatic sign, just righteous judgment, terrible, divine. The cup undiluted, now poured, the vintage of the damned is stored. No angel treads this single press, the Son of Man in righteousness. No common foot, no borrowed heel, the winepress of the wrath is real. The winepress of the wrath of God is trodden by the Lamb alone. The grapes of wrath on iron shod, the clusters of the mark are thrown. Outside the city, past the gate, beyond the garden's final wall, the choice that souls made in their hate now presses into blood their fall. The winepress of the wrath of God is trodden by the Lamb alone. The demiurge sees all his work undone, the signal silenced, every tower gone, the mark holders crushed with the beast they'd won. No counterfeit survives the tread of him who rose from out the dead. The forger's fingers slip from off the dial, his broadcast drowned in blood for mile on mile. No more the lackline, no more the denial. The copy burns, the scrim is torn, the winepress of eternal scorn. The Lamb once slain now treads alone, the purple stain on every stone outside the wall. The vintage falls. No angel treads this single press, the Son of Man in righteousness. No common foot, no borrowed heel, the winepress of the wrath is real. The winepress of the wrath of God is trodden by the Lamb alone. And the winepress hosts the God without the city, and blood came out of the winepress. And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs. The river rose above the bridal rein, a flood of judgment covering the plain.
The vintage of the broadcast and its gain.
No common stream, no gentle tide, but blood that every soul supplied. 1,600 furlongs stretched the flow, as far as empires marched and armies go. The lack lies final harvest here below, from Cain's first stone to Rome's last spear. The river swallows every fear. No ark upon this crimson deep, no covenant the blood shall keep. The broadcast chose its final wine, and now the river is the sign. The river rises to the bridal reign. suffered all. The grapes of wrath in endless torrent fall. The garden gates were open wide, but these would not come safe inside.
The demiurge forged nothing that remains. His signal drowned in what it grew in veins. The forger reaps the harvest of his gains. He promised life and gave the tomb.
He promised bread and brought the doom. No ark upon this crimson deep, no covenant the blood shall keep. The broadcast chose its final wine, and now the river is the sign. The river rises to the bridal rein. The winepress bleeds without the gate. The vintage of the mark and stain, the final measure of the hate. No horse can ford this crimson tide. No rider crosses to the shore. The lacklight that the beast supplied now drowns the souls it lied for. The river rises to the bridal rein. The winepress bleeds without the gate. But far above the river on the cloud, the reaped grain stands in whitest raiment proud. No blood drop stains the resurrected crowd. The harvest of the first fruit sings above the flood that judgment brings. Two signals, two receivers, and two ends. One gathered to the Lamb who calls them friends. One crushed where the broadcast river never ends. The choice that every soul has made flows in the winepress or the blade. The cloud is white, the river red. The choice is night or life instead. The sickle swung, the vintage rung. No ark upon